WARD nigga. NAYIMED.
All right. I need to get at least one person in here so I can see if y'all can hear me. Lord have mercy, bro. I'm gonna be real. It's been taking everything in me to even want to come get back on YouTube, get really back on the internet, because anything that I hear about it through my girl, or I hear about it through Theo, or I see Katrina put it up, or somebody that I know in my vicinity when it comes to like media or anything going on. Like, I'm telling you, it has taken everything in me to be like, don't quit. I get back on this jump, everything different, everything, I don't know. Just, if there's somebody in here, please just let me know you can hear me so I can just say what I gotta say and go about my business. Shut up and chop. Oh, we can put the comments on the screen. Okay, I guess live comments will be on the screen whenever they come. So the set is not up. Well, the room that the set is in, the sets are up. It's just, it's not ready. I ended up buying a house because I got a life. And that's one thing I want to talk about today is, bro, I ended up cutting my damn hand right before, like 2 minutes before it's time to go live. But I'm in the girl doesn't like it when I call it the den, but basically this is the den. This is like a sitting room or whatever, but there's too much parasocial activity going on right now. There's too many people living vicariously through people they don't know. And I don't even know if I would say it's living vicariously through people they don't know. It's literally a one-sided relationship. That's why I said it was parasocial activity. Because I've never seen, like, I'm gonna be real, I never thought that we would even get to this point in life, get to this point where people are actually having chemical reactions to stuff that they're seeing on the internet. Chemical, physical reactions to relationships for people that they don't know, and the other side of the equation doesn't know that they exist. Oh, what's up, man? I said in the beginning that it took everything in me to even want to get back up here because it just became severely overwhelming. I ended up, as y'all know or y'all can see, only a few people knew, I bought a house. And I never, ever in my other videos, you never saw where I lived at or nothing like that, but I ended up buying a house and moving out of Richmond. So that's where I've been. Now I'm just building the actual sets back up in the room that is dedicated to that. So I wanted to just get up here and just talk about, like, I never thought I would see the day where grown adults, because I don't know if it was kids, but I'm just basing it on people that I actually know and I've seen, and real accounts on the internet having chemical reactions to internet relationships. I don't even know, do we call those internet relationships? I don't know what they are. Cardi B and Offset and Stephon Diggs, is that an internet relationship? Halle and DDG, is that an internet relationship? Remy Ma and Pat, I don't know what those are. But I know that as a person who is sitting behind the screen, I'm talking about me, I'm talking about you, I'm talking about everything and everybody else, there is no reason you should be fighting with your friends, fighting with your family, fighting about, and now fighting with people that you know about the stuff that is going on online. It's not relegated to whatever those relationships are. What's up, Shirley? Miss Shirley in the building from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Got people. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of my family from North Carolina. And one of my best friends live in South Carolina. you know, I didn't plan on being on here for maybe like 20 minutes just saying it. It's just like, and I understand that because I'm going to have individual standalone, they're not going to be live videos, they're going to be pre-recorded videos talking about these situations and what we can learn from them. But like, I'm not going to fall out with somebody in my life based on something that's going on the internet. That's just not going to happen. I'm not going to argue with strangers based on something that's going on the internet. Now, there is a side of us that is rational, and we understand that, no, we cannot condone abuse. No, we don't support cheating over here because we don't have to lie to get what we want over here. You know, so I don't support or condone any degenerate or crazy behavior. What's up, Seven? All love, man. I don't support or condone none of that. And I understand the side that is going to be like, if XYZ, I don't want to just put it in the box, but if this person got abused and people in the internet or whatever, your life is showing that they support abusers or whatever, you need to have a conversation. Yes, I agree with that. However, if that person was a person that's, just an example, supports abuse, supports degenerate behavior, supports infidelity and all of these things, or just support anything that you just don't agree with, you already knew that. That doesn't come as a shock. That's not a surprise to you. You already knew that. So to get, my whole thing is, you got so many things that you've got to deal with before you can even get online and worry about what's happening on, say, Cheese. Before you can even get online and worry about what's happening in some Disney Channel relationship, before you can get online and worry about somebody losing their wife, bro, you got a whole life you need to take care of on the other side. There's like 50 things that happen before you can even get over there and get to that. Why are you worried about that and your life not cleaned up? Why are you worried about that when it's stuff about you that you need to fix? Why are you worried about that when you got a whole stinking radioactive pile over here on the other side that needs to be cleaned up? I'm not against activism. I'm not against speaking out against stuff. I'm not against, if it's something you do not agree with, go against it. I'm not against that. What I'm saying is people are living through the internet now. They're in the metaverse. They're going to virtual concerts. They're doing everything. They don't even leave the house to do nothing. And people always want to throw the anomaly out there that is, oh, if you got a person with a disability and this and that, bro, I use these services too. I am not excluded from what I'm talking about. I'm talking about having chemical and physical reactions to things that you don't have any information about for real, aside from a headline, things you don't know anything about aside from what you're seeing, things that don't have nothing to do with what you got going on, that you haven't even cleaned your own life up yet, having a out-of-body experience about who cheated on who's sleeping, who gives a fuck who cheated on who gives a fuck who's sleeping with who. You see the fucking price of living? Who gives a fuck? And then I think that it's just got to the point now that it's actually scary going outside. I'm not scared to go outside. I'm just saying it's scary to go outside when you realize that everybody's mind is just stuck on the internet. Everybody's life is in the metaverse. People don't even talk to each other no more going outside. Like, you'll be shocked and surprised the reaction you get if you went to the store and you held the door for somebody and you tried to have a conversation with them. They might fuck around and accidentally fall in love with you over something like that. I just think that everything that's going on now, and just seeing that everything is being used in a divisive way, to the point where it's like, not even to the point, we're just already there now. It's just, it's a runaway train at this point. The only hope is for this train to just crash and burn. And a lot of the reason that people are in these parasocial relationships, and for those who may not be familiar with the term parasocial, that means a one-sided relationship. That means you're pouring your all into Cardi B. You're physically upset about Offset not getting his wife back. You're having an outer body experience because of something that DDG said. Like this shit sounds so fucking silly, but this is the world we live in now. You're having a real internal situation going on, and it's only you that's having it. It's not going on the other side. It's not going. They don't know nothing about you. They don't know you exist. You're basically a stalker. That is a parasocial relationship. People have lost meaning in their life. And this is just in general. Like, people have lost meaning because it is hard to live. It's either you're going to be doing good, really good, or you're going to be doing pretty bad. After the pandemic happened, ain't no more in the middle, ain't no more teetering, ain't no more you kind of doing good. It's you struggling or you not struggling. Nobody's rich is not a part of the equation. You're struggling or you're not struggling. And then when you try to get a little bit ahead, you're basically starting all over again. And people have completely given up because there is a sector and a group of people that, unfortunately, I'm so sorry to say this, but they're never going to be able to come up. They trick their 20s off. They trick their teens off. We're in a society now where the literacy rate damn near don't exist. People can't afford to live. People can't afford to have the basic necessities that they need. People cannot afford to do anything. The job not paying, but the bills continue to go up. You're not ever getting a raise, but every time you turn around, something as simple as your Spotify subscription is going up in price. Every time you turn around, the electric company raising the price of the fuel. The price of gas continues to go up and down and fluctuate. Everything, groceries cost so much. You need to pick is if you're going to fill your tank up or you're going to put something in the refrigerator. This is the situation that the world is in. So when you're naturally in people say fight or flight, but you're in survival mode, you're looking for something to take the edge off. You're looking for something to relieve the stress of you've got to come back to your sorry ass life. I'm just telling it how it is. People are looking for anything to distract them from how the conditions are because it's easier to just be distracted than to deal with your life. It's easier to ignore it and hope that the next day somebody will come in and relieve us of our stress. Somebody will come in and take the edge off. Something will happen where I'll get a break. Oh my God, is the president going to give me another stimulus check? This is the shit that people are wishing for, hoping for, but in the meantime, they've got to find something to distract themselves. So what do? They get on the internet, cruising the internet all fucking day. They don't go outside. They can barely fucking read books. If you are reading a physical book, motherfuckers look at you like you just found the theory of relativity or something. Like, if you're doing anything that don't have to do with your cell phone or doing anything that don't have to do with being glued to a fucking screen all day, motherfuckers is looking at you like you just did literal rocket science. This is where we are because they're trying to distract themselves because living is painful. Living is hard. Doing something productive is hard. And because most of us, we don't, unfortunately, and I hate to throw our people under the bus like this, and I'm talking about moms and dads and grandpas and grandmas, but motherfuckers wasn't in no situation to do nothing for us. Motherfuckers wasn't in no whatever. They weren't in a space where they could do for us so that when these kind of times came up, we would be okay. Now, a lot of us might be mentally prepared to get through these times because resilience. I mean, just a lot of us are just naturally resilient to whatever comes our way. We're just going to deal with it. We're going to roll with it. But a lot of people are not, especially people who are younger than the age 25. They're not really, they haven't really been built with the resilience. Any of us that is 30 years old or really 28 plus, you kind of already, you have enough building blocks where you're going to be able to think your way through this. You're going to be able to get yourself out of these. You're going to get up and do it. You got to think about people there's a whole generation of people who don't know anything about doing anything offline. Everything's got to be plugged in. They've got to know what's going on. It's like when you, like, bro, they have completely destroyed this planet, and they had to start a long time ago by working people's minds. So they actually believe that I should be questioning people about bullshit entertainers, bullshit singers, bullshit rappers, whatever's going on TV. I don't fucking know, sports figures. I need to question those people. I need to ask those people questions. I need to try to do a deep dive and a dig to see who this person is and where they stand. And their litmus test is, how do you feel about DDG and Holly? Now, yeah, there might be some information you could pull out of that, but my thing is, if you gave a fuck about how a person felt about something, why are you starting at this point? You should have already known what kind of motherfucker you was dealing with day in your life. You were supposed to test that spirit when they came into your motherfucking life. You don't wait until something happens in the fucking media. You don't wait until a country drops a bomb on another country to find out where a nigga stand about this shit. You supposed to already have done that. But motherfuckers, bro, Ronald Reagan is in hell doing backflips, bro. Like, if you ever read George Orwell, 1984, bro, this is exactly everything that is in these fucking books that motherfuckers do not read. There's a book, if you're looking for a book to talk about, I mean, this book was written so long ago. It's called Amusing Ourselves to Death. And that book talks about how we're going to eventually get to a time, and it was talking about how the TV was like ruining lives, and we're going to eventually get to a point where you're going to have access to all the knowledge you can get your hands on, but nobody's going to want it. The truth is going to be right there, and it's going to be present for people to get, but people are going to prefer the lies, and people are going to prefer the bullshit. You're going to have everything you need, and motherfuckers is going to rather be entertained than deal with the fuck is going on. It's too much of that. It's to the point where it's unbearable being broke. I haven't done nothing because it's unbearable seeing the same shit over and over again, looking at the same shit over and over again. Whenever we get a foothold into something that we can actually sink our claws in and do something good with, motherfuckers just rather be on the side of the bullshit. Niggas get tired of that shit. I mean, for real, I get tired of the shit. And then, if it's not that, it's somebody creating some fake bullshit, bro. I'm telling you, like, you gotta watch these motherfuckers who, a lot of this shit is crazy, because if you go outside your front door and you start dealing with the people in your neighborhood and shit, these people don't even know what the fuck's going on, bro. Motherfuckers don't know nothing beyond what's in the fucking news. They don't know nothing beyond anything. They don't have nothing to contribute. They don't know a fucking thing. We have, like, I mean, I'll start making my videos again, and I guess we'll do it this way until I get the room back up. But it's like, it just got to the point where motherfuckers ain't talking about nothing but what the fuck is going on in the news. Motherfuckers ain't talking about nothing beyond some entertainment shit. And it's just crazy to me. Like, I don't wonder how we got here. I know how we got here. It was done on purpose. It was a deliberate play. And I just think that I wanted to say something about it because, gosh, shit, I don't even have words. Like, that's how crazy this shit is. I don't even have the words for how parasocial this shit is. And everybody is like, It's like walking in a room and I'm not even go that far. It's like walking in the room and it's like cups on the mantle and all the cups is like poison, 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 super poison, extra poison. And everybody's just walking up and they're taking the cups and they're drinking them and you're like looking around like, you know that cup say poison, and then you get attacked because the person that put the poison cups on the mantle, they put the cups up there, and then the person is attacking you because why are you against such and such? They put those cups up there. You always hate, you always this, you always that. And you're just like, but it's poison. It's going to kill you. They don't even care. They just want to kill you. Where it's just crazy where we are. I just thought that everybody is nuts. To me, everybody's fucking crazy. I'm gonna be real with you. I think when I see a lot of this shit, and like I said, a lot of the opinions that people have, they hold some type of weight, but I don't have enough fucking information to say what's this and say what's that. I ain't never been like that. I don't try to do fucking psychoanalytics on people's personal business. We talking about how situations play out. We talking about the optics of this. We're talking about why you need to make better decisions so you don't fall into the trap of this shit. I'm not having a fucking spirit like a out of body experience about no nigga cheating on his wife. I don't give a fuck about that. Who gives a fuck about a nigga cheating on? That's their shit. If she decides to stay, that's her goddamn business. And that's how we should be treating that. I don't have an opinion. I don't care. Who cares? But because escapism, everybody is, oh my God, Offset's so goofy for trying to crash. We'll talk about it in separate videos. I really did this so I can test the Wi-Fi and see how good things were as far as stuff being set up, and it looks like it's pretty good. I'm gonna look at the playback. Look forward to talking to y'all, man. And I really missed y'all. I'm gonna be for real. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here. Looks like everything is okay. Sorry about the BS lighting. Like I said, I don't have no lamps or nothing set up right now. And I didn't just move. I've been in here for almost 2 weeks. I'm actually waiting on Terminex. How do you pronounce that shit? I'm waiting on them to come tomorrow. Had to wait on my appointment. So no critters will be in this bitch. But yeah, I already got a day that we're gonna go live every week. We might start just doing a lot of the shows live because it'd just be too much trying to do video editing and stuff. But yeah, basically if you need a summary or you just came in, I don't know. I just hate how fake everybody is. A lot of the shit that is going on, motherfuckers would never put up with, or motherfuckers have put up with way more than what commentary they're giving out. Everybody is crazy. I think you're a nut if you're living vicariously through another motherfucker. I think you're a nut if you're having a one-sided relationship with someone. I think you're crazy. I think you need fucking help, because any type of parasocial relationship is nuts to me. I don't have parasocial relationships with people on my channel. If you are over here, I'm trying to talk to you. I need to see who the fuck you is. I want to know who the fuck you are. I want to know you by name. I want to know you by face. I'm not interested. I don't do that, because that's how motherfuckers turn into stalkers. That's how motherfuckers start breaking into your house. Like, just, I'm not into it. But yeah, it look like the Wi-Fi is good. I don't know about the sound because I don't have nothing hooked up. I'm looking at, I got y'all right here, and then I got the computer down here. So I appreciate whoever was in here. We just doing a test live, so we'll have some pre-recorders up in a couple days. Well, after tomorrow when Terminex leave. So I'll holler at y'all.
NAYIMEDWARD $, nigga. NAYIMED.